Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again, and for this video I'm going to share my second team that I've used up in the Little Holiday Cup, and this team is quite spicy and fun as well because this team is consisting of double electric backline, which is super strong because it's good against Ducklett and it is good against Chinchou as well, and it is for neutral situation also it is kind of good over here. But the thing is, since every team is almost having Ducklett in it, so that is the thing that I am to counter over here with ABB strategy to lure out a potential grass type, maybe a Cottony, Bulbasaur or Oddish, anything, with the Stunfisk over here, which is going to be my first electric type, so that Chinchou can sweep up in the end game. And since it's ABB team style, there is going to be the counter to grass, which is going to be the Litwick, which is not having a good matchup against Ducklett over here. So that is the reason I've got two counters for Ducklett in the back. But the only flaw or the only code breaker for this team is going to be Mudshot Stunfisk over here, which is still playable, but it is quite tough, and it is not actually not unplayable, but it's still tough. So without further more delay, let's quickly jump into the first battle. I pick up a lead against Charm Rockstar Pikachu over here, and I'll be going for the first mythical fire with Litwick. So Litwick is really good in this meta as well. So the rank 1 Pokemon is going to be Shadow Litwick, but I don't have a Shadow Litwick built up for my little cup, so that is the reason I'm using normal variant over here. So I'll be shielding up the first move. And now then, since they switched back into their own Vigoroth over here, so I'll be letting this first move go through, which ends up being a body slam, and then I can easily go for the next move of discharge, which kind of hits hard over here, and it almost does take out the Vigoroth from that kind of situation as well. And from this kind of range, I can easily let my Stunfisk go down, because although they have got switch, their Pikachu is quite low, so that I can easily come back with my Litwick over here, get the farm down for this Vigoroth, and they comes back with their Pikachu Rockstar Pikachu as well. And the final Pokemon that they have access to is going to be I believe Cottony over here, which will not appreciate this incoming mythical fire over here, which drops the attack, and now I can easily come back with my Chinchou over here, and I'll be going for the first bubble beam in this scenario. So Chinchou does not have a really good matchup against Cottony, but since Spark is now buffed and their attack is double debuffed right now, I can easily go for the one bubble beam, and then I can go for the Thunderbolt that almost does take care of the Cottony, and I can farm them down with Spark, get the win for the first battle over here with this team, which is really good for me. Moving on into the second battle over here, I pick up a lead against Shadow Electrode over here, to which they have access to discharge and foul play. So my play over here is to farm as much energy as possible. I can easily shield up once and go for the whole farm down, because they are a Shadow variant over here. And let's see what they comes back in with. So they comes back, I believe, with a Ducklett over here. So I'll be going for the first mythical fire. Beg your pardon, it's going to be Shadow Whipping Bell over here, which is really not good for my backline, but still I'll be switching back into my own Stunfisk over here, and I get both the shields from this kind of range as well, which is good. And from now I am in a troublesome situation right away, because my Litwick does not have enough health, and I am not having enough my Chinchou does not have good matchup against this Whipping Bell as well. But somehow I have some kind of hope, because they are having a grass type which is very, very classy in this Little Cup format. He's going to be Rockstar that is running Poison Jab, which does get the knockout with the Thunderbolt, and I can easily go for the spark damage with onto the Whipping Bell and get the win for the second battle here as well. That was really close, and I was lucky to get the win for that matchup. Moving on into the next battle, I'll be switching out into my switching out into my Stunfisk once again, and to which they have got a good counter as well, which is going to be I believe a tackle. Yeah, it's going to be a tackle Shroomish over here that farms me down after they went for a seed bomb, which is not good for me. And from this kind of range, I am going for the farm down onto this Shroomish over here. So whatever they are throwing, so it is going to resist it, but Grass Knot does quite a bit of damage as well because Litwick is glassy and it's Little Cup. To which they now comes back with their own Ducklett once again, to which I will be going for the switch out once again, and I will be coming back with my own Chinchou over here, and they are having access to a Skivovit in the back line that is actually running I believe tackle once again. So they are having double tackle user in the back line, and they will be going for the first crunch, and luckily I don't get the debuff over here, and I shielded up the first move because consecutively I'll be going for the bubble beams that will drop their attack as well. And from this kind of range, I think my win condition is going to be my Litwick over here, because I let the next charge move go through and they farm me down with tackle over here, and for some kind of reason they went into that Ducklett once again, and my Litwick is loaded right now. So I'll be going for the first flame charge that boosts up my attack, and now I will be shielding up one move, which I believe is going to be the aerial ace or bubble beam, which is fine for me, but I am having enough energy to go for the next mythical fire, which might be not a good move, but I should have went for the flame charge. But anyway, it does take it out because it's a shadow variant, and I will be having enough I'll be going for the enough damage onto this little Skivovit over here to get the win for the third battle here as well. GG's to my friend, and really well played. Hopping on the next matchup, I pick up a lead against Chikorita over here, to which they switch out into their own Chinchou over here. And for Chinchou, I do have a really good counter, which is going to be my Stunfisk, because having access to Mud Bomb hits super effective onto this water electric type, which is really good. And they put up the first shield over here, to which they will not be able to escape the next mud bomb over here, which puts the Chinchou quite low, and I can let this next charge move go through as well, because since Chikorita is there, I have to maintain switch over here, but I have to be very specific over here. So I have to go for the next move of mud bomb onto this Chikorita, onto this Chinchou over here, beg your pardon, and they let the move go through, to which now I will be going for the next move of Mud Bomb once again. This is really good that how spammy and kind of bulky Stunfisk is, because as you guys can see, it really puts so much damage onto this Chikorita as well with Mud Bomb. So I'll be shielding up the next body slam, and they are staying in, and whatever they are having in the backline is not actually good to my Litwick as well, which is going to be a flying Pikachu over here. And I'll be going for the first mythical fire that drops the attack and gets the shield over here, and now I'll be able to catch the next discharge onto my Chinchou as well, because since all the shields are down, I want them to drop their all energy, which they realize, and top lift the game over here, which is really good and awesome for me. Moving on to the next battle, I pick up a lead, which I believe is going to be Ducklett, which is not really good for me, and then I will be switching out into my Stunfisk, to which their answer is going to be Courtney. So Courtney is the hardest answer to my backline which I can face up, but I was really surprised by the fact that if my Stunfisk is having enough energy lead, this Stunfisk can really switch in matchup over here. So if you guys can see, I went for 3 mud bombs over here, which do get me the first shield from my opponent's end, which is huge. And now after burning the time onto the switch clock, I will be coming back with my Litwick once again, and I'll be going for the farm down over here onto my with my Litwick onto my opponent's Courtney over here, which they will be going for the seed bomb, and now they don't want to farm me down. That's the reason they switched out into their own Ducklett, to which I have got my answer over here with the Chinchou over here. So I'll be going for the hard farm down onto this Ducklett, and let's see what the final Pokemon that they have access to in this scenario. It's going to be, they're coming back with their Cottony once again, which is kind of good, because I want them to I want them to drop all the energy, and now the finite Pokemon that they have access to is going to be a Vigoroth. So Vigoroth against Litwick is a really good matchup, because those body slams and counters are double resisted. So what I have to look out is only for the Rock Slide. So if I am counting correctly, they are having 7 counters, which is enough for a Rock Slide. So I have to call one bait over here, which I call, and it ends up being a body slam that does not do enough damage. And now from this kind of range, I can easily go for the farm down onto this Vigoroth, get the win for the final battle of the video and the set, and getting the win for this battle here as well. So GG's to my opponent, and really well played. So this team, as I've already mentioned, is really good, though it is not having a good rating on PvPoke because of the double electric backline, but still it does so well in this little cup, holiday themed cup as well. So that will be all for this video, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.